Hey, what's going on? This is Soldier Knows Best here. Here about to do a benchmarking test of the brand new top of the line i7 quad core iMac which just came out. So this is the 27-inch version. You've probably seen my unboxing videos and all my other videos on it. We're going to see exactly how this thing stacks up as far as one of the benchmarking tests. I'm going to be using a program called Geekbench. Let me go ahead and launch it up here. And I'm going to go ahead and start the test right now. And so I'm going to go ahead and run the test. Alright, so it is running. Now Geekbench is a multi-platform test that you can do for both Windows and the Mac to test your hardware. Basically looks at all your hardware, looks at everything together, brings everything together and runs one conclusive test to see exactly how everything works together. Then also you can compare it with other computers, PCs, and Macs, and I'll show you that in a second after we get done. Now I am running this while I'm doing my screen capture program. So I did a couple tests before and actually saw that the score before I was running this, before I running my screen capture program, ScreenFlow, was definitely higher. But you see right now, after I'm doing this test right now, I just finished the Geekbench test and I got a score of 7,743. And so let me go ahead and show you though, I ran one test right before I started doing this screen capture. And this test got me 8,461. Okay, so it definitely, the screen capture does definitely affect it. They don't want you to run any programs actually when you're running it, but I just wanted to show y'all the difference here. But even still, even with the screen capture running, it's still not a bad score. And so what it shows here, it shows you all your information about your computer. Everything has a lot of different charts here. Now I'm not going to act like I know what a primarily test is or all that mess. I don't know what all that is, but it looks good. But anyway, the main thing is the actual ultimate score there. But I'm gonna minimize this one when I was running the screen capture and go with the one right before the screen capture. This is the true test score. And what you can do here, after you got done looking at this, I want to see how this stacks up against other Macs. So I go ahead and hit this submit button. All right, and then it'll bring up a web browser here. And what is this showing? This is showing you the same thing you just saw in the test results on your computer itself. So the same thing right here, but you can submit it online. And what Geekbench does is combine a lot of different tests from every user and comes with the average score for a particular type of processor set or the GPU set and all that good stuff. So you want to go here and go to the Mac performance chart. And so I got 8,461, and we're just going to compare that and find the closest one here. So actually I did better than the Mac Pro, the early 2008 version. We had an Intel Xeon 2.8 gigahertz, 8 cores. So this 4-core iMac is actually performing better than the 8-core Mac Pro. So that's not bad at all for just a year-old computer. That Mac Pro is probably still pretty strong. But based upon this score, the iMac is actually doing better than it. And it's right below the 3.0 gigahertz Mac Pro, so that's not bad at all. So that's a really good score. And so Geekbench is it's a pretty good benchmarking. Now I'm going to do some other videos with some other benchmarking applications, try to get a good consensus about how this thing actually performs. But from what I'm looking at online at different websites, this is a pretty consistent score with the iMac. So it is a beast. It is fast. It is very, very fast. And I'm going to have a review video coming up very shortly of it after I spend just a little bit more time with it. But this has been a quick benchmarking test of the core or the i7 iMac 27-inch version coming from Apple. Stop right there, soldier. Before I let you finish here, I almost forgot to show you what the Geekbench score was on my old iMac, the previous version of the iMac, which came out in early 2009. And so I ran Geekbench on my old iMac here with no applications running, and it got a score of 4,140. Again, that's compared to my new iMac score of 8,461. So the old iMac does have a 2.93 gigahertz Intel Core 2 Duo, so that's still it's a fast processor. But of course, this quad core really just blew it out of performance by half, so it's like twice as fast as my previous generation iMac. So I just thought I would throw that in there so you can have another type of comparison to see exactly how this iMac scores on these charts. Now back to the outro one more time. And it's been Soldier Knows Best here, and I will catch you next time. Peace.